Larry should have never gotten involved in this R. Kelly case to the extent that he got involved with it. Um, I think about 80% of America saw Surviving R. Kelly, and everybody took sides. There were people who said, we're going to believe the whores, we're going to ride with the whores, they're victims, and yada, yada, yada. And there were people like me who said, we're not believing them thoughts. Them thoughts wanted to suck and fuck. We're not about to let the greatest R&B artist be destroyed because some lying whores are upset. And I was one of the people that said, I'm going to stick beside R. Kelly. I was very vocal, and I am continuing to be very vocal on social media about R. Kelly's innocence. He was set up. But while most of us were just picking sides, you either love R. Kelly or you don't, Larry decided to personally get involved, go out of his way to get involved with Angelo and meet Angelo and, have Angelo down in Vegas and come up with plans to destroy R. Kelly and R. Kelly fans. My pages were taken down. A lot of other R. Kelly fans' pages were taken down. We were harassed on social media, but I didn't take it personally. I kept going, because I'm a very headstrong person. If I believe in something, I'm going to stand on it. I'm not going to allow some threats from some man on social media to stop me from speaking my mind. So fast forward, Azriel leaves R. Kelly, and then she ends up in Vegas with Larry. Larry gets her to flip. Larry shows her the documentary, he says he put her on the phone with Lizette and other people, and Azriel, according to him, flipped. And then Larry sent Azriel to Chicago to fight Joycelyn and break Joycelyn's phone. And we all know this because he admitted it on his channel that he sent Azriel there to break Joycelyn's phone. I don't know what was on Joycelyn's phone that they didn't want her to have, or what was the purpose of breaking her phone and getting her thrown in jail. But when they saw the backlash from the media and not from media, but from social media, they realized, we got to drop the charges against Joycelyn because it's looking like she's being bullied, which she was. So then they told Azriel to drop the charges, and Azriel dropped the charges. And then she came out here trying to pretend to be nice to Joycelyn and pretend to be missing Joycelyn and yada, 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 but that was all fake. They were trying a different tactic. But either way, that's neither here nor there. My thing was, I've always wondered why Larry went so hard for Angelo. It didn't make sense to me. Because last time I checked, Larry had all his children at home. Larry's daughter was not with R. Kelly. So why was he going so hard like Azriel was his daughter? When he knew damn well, like we all know, that Angelo purposefully sent his fast-ass daughter to live with R. Kelly. R. Kelly didn't come up to Angelo's house in a white van and go in Azriel's room and grab her and throw her in the back and take her. Angelo signed her over to be with R. Kelly. So how can you, as a man, Larry, you have all your kids at home, how can you sit up here and stand by a man who basically wanted his daughter to go fuck R. Kelly, wanted his daughter to go suck on R. Kelly because she was fucking before she met R. Kelly. She was not a virgin. And she was 2 months away from turning 18. So it wasn't like she was an innocent child like y'all keep saying. Most people were having sex by the time they were 15 and 16. You lose your virginity in high school. So she wasn't an innocent girl. None of these accusers are innocent sweethearts tiptoeing to the tulips. I said it 1,000,000 times, and I'll continue to say it. But why did Larry do all of this for Angelo to just come back and basically shit on him early this morning and say, I made you, and you wouldn't be shit without me, and I'm done, and all of this nonsense that Angelo did after everything that Larry did on his behalf and at his behest. Larry got our pages taken down because Angelo told him to. Larry bashed and did everything that he did on the behalf of his so-called brother Angelo. He was running around here calling Azriel his niece despite not knowing these people. It wasn't his daughter. I'd be damned if I go out here and do all of this for somebody I'm not related to. Again, Azriel wanted to suck dick. She wanted to fuck on R. Kelly. Every one of these whores went out of their way to suck and fuck on R. Kelly. They're not victims. I said it from the start. And now, Larry's over there hurt and shocked. He can't believe that Angelo flipped on him. Why can't you believe it? You have no morals and Angelo has no morals. Angelo has no morals because he is always looking to send his daughter to a man. He had his daughter around every single grown famous man that he could. And unfortunately, R. Kelly took the bait and ended up getting set up by Angelo and his nasty daughter. But if it wasn't R. Kelly, it would have been some other man in the business that he would have got his daughter around, because that's how he is. He knew his daughter was a hoe, and he wanted to make money off of it. Larry's getting what he deserved, getting what he deserved. Because like I said, your daughter was not involved in this. Larry's daughter was at home. Larry didn't sign his daughter over to be with anybody. So why didn't he just watch Surviving R. Kelly and go on social media and voice his opinion instead of putting himself in the middle of this shit? Because now Angelo has shown you how he really feels about you. And I'm laughing. I think it's hilarious because I want everybody who bashed R. Kelly, who had anything to do with him being in jail, I want them all to suffer. I think this is hilarious. I'm loving the karma. I'm loving seeing people in disarray. I'm loving all of it because R. Kelly has had to suffer for over 2.5 years. He's behind bars, no bond. The fans are worried. Y'all were laughing at him being attacked. No sympathy for R. Kelly. You did all of this to a man you do not know. You went out of your way, Larry, to go after R. Kelly, a man you do not know, a man who never did anything to you. You went out of your way to help destroy him and set him up for a man who told you this morning to kiss his ass and basically said he don't fuck with you after everything you did for him. Wow. Couldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me because I would never sit up here and support any of these thoughts. I would never support any woman that sucked and fucked willingly and came back and said that she, oh my God, I'm a victim. No. If you spread your legs willingly, you're not a victim. And I stand on that. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Angelo knew his daughter was a whore then. and he knows she's a whore now. Painting her as an innocent sweetheart was Angelo's idea. And Larry, you went along with it. I won't be surprised if, Azriel come out here and say she was raped by Larry at his house. They might lie on Larry and say that he raped Azriel when she was in Vegas living with him when he was trying to get her to flip. We never know what they're planning, but he deserves it all. Because you never hop on the bandwagon and stick your neck out for some thoughts. Larry's daughter was at home. Larry's daughter was not involved in the case. He had no business going so hard for Angelo when his daughter was not involved in the case. And especially after he found out that Angelo and all of these parents were the ones who introduced their daughters to R. Kelly. And none of these thoughts would have been in R. Kelly's face, with the exception of Geronda. Geronda was the only one who skipped school and got a fake ID and put her nasty ass at the courthouse to try to stalk R. Kelly. But everybody else, mainly their parents, introduced them to R. Kelly or went out of the way to help their daughter move in to live with R. Kelly. So the moment you found that out, you should have been bashing the parents. You should have been saying, y'all some unfit parents. Either way it go. Everybody, no matter if you like R. Kelly, you don't like R. Kelly, you should automatically say all of these parents are unfit. Nobody should be out here defending the parents. But Larry chose to run up behind Angelo. And now Angelo said, kiss my ass, nigga. He don't give a fuck about him. Bashing him. And you did all this. You got my page taken down. You got my pages taken down, made fun of me on social media, said what you said. I didn't take it personal, It is what it is. I'm riding with R. Kelly no matter what. I didn't take none of this shit personal. But I'm happy that all of this is coming full circle. It is what it is. I'm just grateful. And every day that goes by, I believe that R. Kelly is coming home. I said it from the start, he would be acquitted, but I see how the tables are turning in our favor. And everybody who rose up against R. Kelly, is getting their just due, is getting their karma. And I can't do nothing but praise God and thank God that he is blessing R. Kelly fans, and he's going to continue to bless the king of R&B. And we're going to hear the words, not guilty. R. Kelly is going to walk free, and he's going to come home. And he's going to give us some great music while Angelo and his whoring daughter and Larry and everybody who bashed him, their lives are going to be in disarray. So all I want you fans to do is let's just sit back and watch. Let's just sit back and watch. And let this be a lesson to you all. Do not get involved in no shit that don't got nothing to do with you. Larry had no business getting involved in none of this R. Kelly saga. He had no business doing everything that he did to the fans because his daughter was not involved. His daughter was safe and sound at home. His daughter wasn't out hoeing. Why was he involved? And that's a question that he needs to ask himself. He needs to ask himself, why did he put himself in the middle of this shit for a bitch that he didn't even know? Anyway, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly.